Two things before we start today. First off, hope you're having a good one. How, when you're growing a square, well, a 2x32 of warped wood, do you just get one? Like, huh? What? I didn't even have the blocks cleared out that tall because I just, mine as far as I can reach up and then grow the next one. How? Second off, this is a picture of my beanie boy, Jasper. He is our golden retriever. He had TPL surgery for his ACL on his back left leg, and he is a poor baby. So over the next 8 weeks, he gets physical therapy for his surgery. His surgery went very well. He's supposed to make a full recovery, but poor beanie boy requires a lot more attention and time and care right now than normal. So no new big builds will be happening today. Instead, we're going to focus on kind of improving the little bit that we have. Like, for one, what is that? What is that mess of a house there with just a little bit of random leaves? Not even all of the flower pots are placed. So I got some clay to make some more flower pots. We're going to kind of spruce everything up and also hopefully get to building out our area a little bit, as in planning. I know, wow, something I don't do much. We are going to try and plan out how the terrain is going to get shaped a little bit, especially up from our dock's edge. If I had this direction right here, how am I going to fill this in and connect it? I don't know. I know I want some flatter spots in order to do some buildings, and we'll see where that leads us. Probably a few flatter spots directly off of this, and then maybe a sharp 3 rise, and then maybe a 4 rise, and then some more flatter spots, and we'll kind of just build ourselves up that way. I don't know how I want to connect in here. Maybe we'll plan out how far we want our builds to go into the wall, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have a wall towards the top of that mountain. And I don't know if I want to go to the top, because that leads a lot of distance this way. Like, way too big of a build for what I'm looking for. Maybe we'll go to the back of the barn area. Yeah, so about here. And then this upper area can be more farmland, or way, how they provide resources for themselves. But let's hop into some material gathering. Let's go ahead and get our warped wood here, smelt down our bricks, and I need a lot more of these guys because these look beautiful in a flower pot, and some more of those. So I will also go ahead and harvest those up. Let's jump to it. Oh, that scared me. Like, what? Why are there so many, and why were they just waiting there, not doing anything? Terrifying. Okay, let's clear them out and get to material gathering. Very shortly after starting to record and do this floor, I accidentally crafted most of my quart blocks into the quart bricks, which just doesn't work. Next off, I also straight up ran out of quartz, so in order to finish this floor, I'm gonna have to go get some more quartz. Away to the nether we go. Sweet. I never came back and grabbed all of my quartz. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Back over to the floor building we can go. We're back over, and we can finish up our little circle of quartz flooring. I don't think I had anything else, but let's double check. Yep, nope, it should just be quartz all the way around the edge here. About 2 stacks of quartz later, and the floor is looking nice. Now, let's go ahead and fix the roof. Much more room now. That takes care of the first accidental roof that I didn't get rid of in creative mode. Now let's fix those holes. And no more holes. Beautiful. I need to get some glow lichen up there still, and probably something to round off the edges. But it is done for now. We need to go over here, and we need some hay. Let's do some magic farming. Hey look, it's my axe and shovel I was looking for earlier. I just left it over at the wheat farm. Yay. And bam, there's hay. Next up, let there be an arch. I don't know why it doesn't like the gate to my arch, but arch 1 done. Now let there be a bigger one. Once again, I don't know what makes them orange because one of them decided not to be orange this time. But we have our bigger gate, and boom, you get a smaller one for free. I do plan on putting some soul lanterns, the blue ones, on the edges. I just don't have the soul sand for it right now, so that is not an option. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these filled in. Now that we have the blocks, it should be pretty easy. It's just some of these guys, some water, and all of my front gates, which are dark oak or spruce. I don't remember which. I gotta go find out. Okay, we got food, we got water, we have things to store like the leads and the carrots and anything else we might need for the horses. We even got lights, check, and horses. Not check. Let's get this barn filled. I may have gotten a bit carried away, which is why this is now 3 weeks instead of 1 week to release. It took 6 hours to make this line and chop half of the forest down, excluding the large trees. But we have a lot more land here than I thought we would. So this is kind of the rough outline where I want the wall to go. I'm thinking the wall being a 5-section segment space, which is how this is currently spaced out. And I don't know how wide I want it to be. We'll have to play around and figure that out. I don't even know if I want it to be wood or stone, but the wall follows up here. We're going to have to transition down some steep hills or terrain them so it's not a thing. As you see, we have a lot of space here to work with, at least on this side. We're not going to have as much flat spots on the other side. The other side is basically a hill, and we'll go to the top of that mountain, I believe, for the other side. Now, we also, or I decided that, hey, I'm chopping down all these trees. I might as well use shears and get a bunch of leaves while I'm at it. That adds so much time on. I swear this would have only taken like, I don't know, 30, no, probably still about an hour, hour and a half, if I was using a mod that just automatically puts blocks into your inventory, picks them up for you, instead of having to shear around a tree, go back around, pick up all the blocks. That would be a very nice quality of life thing, but not something I plan on adding, at least not right now. Here is everything that we were able to get. Let's go ahead and put stuff away first. Boom, and then this one, yeah. And then this guy. Oop, nope, I have a thing for that. Right here. Okay, so we have oak leaves, and we didn't need that third one. We have some spruce, we have some birch. We got a bunch of oak wood now. Don't know what I'll use it for. We have some spruce, we have some birch. Very nice. And miscellaneous stuff that we kind of collected as we did all that. Okay. I want to plan out a little bit for how this is going to go, but I don't think that's happening today. That was a lot to chop down, just half the trees. And the hill makes it so much worse, and I'm just looking over there, and that's so much more of a hill. And I don't want to just leave the blocks. I know I could burn it instead, but I don't want to do that either. So let's go ahead and fix up that house next, that one, and then we'll fix the copper on the roof of the blacksmith, and we should have enough honeycomb, hopefully, to achieve that. And by then, we'll see how much time I have left to edit and get the video out. That might be everything we do. I do know that I'll probably need some of those. For now, I'm not going to texture them with other leaves. Do I want any wood? I'll take some spruce on me because I might need that. And then my flower pots are somewhere over here. Also, we definitely want to make a bush and a fern farm. I think both of those can get bone mealed and then harvested. Flower pots, where are you? I need to organize my blocks. Part of why I got shulkers was so that this right here wouldn't happen, and here we are again. Okay, I'll see you guys over the house when I find what I need. And this is what I mean. Like, I didn't even have full windows over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's make sure I actually hit record. I did. Sweet. We need to add in our glass. I did, in fact, add in a lot of our flower pots, but this wall and our other wall on this side of the building are completely bare of vegetation. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. I think I might have to go inside to fix the windows. Let's start on some vegetation. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I want to deal with the fact that this just kind of goes down here and it's next to my path. Probably just by putting in a fence post or two, or maybe I can kind of just wall it off from even really looking at it. Now, I'm perfectly okay with this being well overgrown. Can I get blocked there? Yes. That is kind of the point of this house. And I think that will actually help blend in my issue that I had right there decently well. So I'm going to go ahead and let these leaves or vines kind of climb on up. Let's see what it looks like with, oh, that biome changes a little bit harsh. Let's see what it looks like once we're done, and I gotta make sure that I don't completely block that path. I've had so many random blocks placed inside of this house from Enderman. I think that's like 13 and 14. Now, if we go up a little bit higher, we're going to get to our windows that we haven't been able to see what I mean. I think I might install a data pack or something so Endermen can't pick up blocks or can't pick up player placed blocks. I don't know. I don't want to AFK. I don't want to AFK for iron or honey or anything else and then have just blocks be put everywhere because of Enderman. Now, before I solidify that, let's go out here and reach. Get some leafage up at the very top. Just a little bit. There you go. We can get some on the window. And I'm not going to be able to reach over. Okay. Now, I don't really have a good way to finish the interior in here right now, so I'm not going to. But I can do a little bit. Now, it's not a lot, but just adding in something like a cherry blossom and a fern. Can you put a bush in there? I don't know. Is there a reason that was blocked off? Now, we also have our vines, I believe. Ooh, that is missing. Do I have something for that? We can probably just put a trapdoor down right there. Cool. Now, we have our vines up here. I kind of forgot I did this. So that's a great thing to remember because I actually needed vines earlier and I started a second little hanging spot down here in the cave. If we just wander right on down, more blocks placed by Enderman. Right here. Sweet. My inventory is a bit full. Do I have coal in any of these? Awesome. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this down. That's empty. Okay. I don't need glass on me anymore. I do, on the other hand, need some more dirt. We got to fix up the front side of the house for terrain. Yeah, we can just use grass. Let's hop on up. And as we come up our path here, this kind of just falls out. I think I was planning on putting some waterlogged stairs here and kind of as like that's the flowage of water straight through here. I might show that. I kind of forgot why I left that empty. Yeah, I want to put that in. But we still have all of this area that we need to connect down, and I need more space to walk in front of here. It's annoying, so let's cover it up. We don't want too sharp of edges. Where does this even go? Just underneath? It's lit up. It's fine. Now, something I did just remember, because I watched a green episode, is that they have the golden dandelions. Like, that's a thing. So I also want to get some of those at some point. Keep some baby horses, some baby goats over in the cow pen. Maybe a baby sniffer over there as well. Let's merge that down. Yep, that looks good. And then we can go ahead and just cover up this area here. Am I out of dirt? Okay, out of grass, but we can manage with just some normal dirt. Cool, that's a little better. Let's actually just extend that up like that. Take that one away. Yeah. Now, we added in some cherry blossom leafage at the bottom for some more plants at the back side here. That's why. Okay. And then we have a small one-way path here as the leaves come in, very overgrown. We kind of have a railing here. And then I need a water bucket. And then now that we have some water over here, I want to start probably like here, and we can just waterlog our plants to show it traveling down. I don't have another great way to do that, so waterlog the plants we will. And then can I reach in here? Yes, I can because of the path block. Lovely. And I don't want to actually reach in for this leaf. I want to go there. We'll put that back. And then do I want that coming over this? It's not really another good way to prevent that, is there? So do something like that, which might work. And then have it be there, and then we can kind of come in with our steps next. Oop, not upside down. Right side up. And then down to here. What happens if I put that in there? Beautiful. We'll just have like a half slab into one of these. What happens if I put this in there now? Yeah, bad things. Bad things. Let's put that in there. And would I have this? This. Half slab. That doesn't work. Let's remove the half slab and try again. Water mechanics is always kind of a hard thing to get right, in my opinion. And then one more, we'll flop. Now if I put this here, is it just going to flow? Yeah, and it'll flow right in front of our entrance. Very nice. We could do that. And nope, need a new water source. Come on. Perfect. Not perfect. Okay. Have a little bit of life in here as we walk over to the front door now. This is by no means done, but I think this is as much as I want to work on this house today. So let's go ahead and hop on up to getting the roof fixed on this. We definitely don't want all the different colors that are showing there. Maybe just use leaves to hop up. Golems can't spawn on leaves. That's probably the best case. I think I got all of these except maybe one. Okay. Now we need to decide on how much do we want waxed. I probably don't want that there. Okay. Or that there. I definitely don't want the bright orange, but I also don't think I want very much of the green. Maybe one stage oxidized, which is that. So we'll start up here on the roof. Oh, that was waxed. Okay. So I guess I did want some green. Cool. We got the roof. Let's just go down the sides and I'll show you when it's done. And the roof is now fully waxed, so I don't have to worry about changing colors to the dark copper stage. I still don't know if that's kind of the pattern I want, but that's what I got for right now. Let's go ahead and fix the one down here that's not waxed. And Enderman carrying blocks again, because why wouldn't they be? I also want to check on how much iron has my farm produced, if really any, since I started the process over for clearing out the woods, because that is quite a ways away. It might have not been loaded, but I don't know. Is it one? No, it's two. Okay, let's check on that iron amount. Just curiosity, because if these are all full, I gotta empty them out. Okay, definitely not all full. So, not very much of the time do I think this was up and running, but that's okay. Now, I didn't quite get to do everything I wanted this week, obviously, or I guess these last 3 weeks, but we have kind of created a massive area, a little outline for our plan here. We need to do the same on this side still, And before I hop in and start really training, flattening out spots, connecting up all my paths, I want to draw out on paper kind of this area and how I want it to look, and the middle main structure from that picture I pulled up. I'll pull it up next episode when I start with planning out everything. And it's going to be a very rough plan of how everything goes. I also want to get some golden dandelions and get some baby sniffers and some baby horses. Maybe have a little mob area back behind there, and I can fully get this little starter area that I've created, start to clear it up. Bring these stone walls over maybe. So plan out for next episode, and then make paths and maybe make up some wall designs. I'm super stoked for how this area is turning out so far, even with just that really being done, and the ironsmith, and then the iron little dwarf house. Ooh, that's another thing that I need some more honeycomb for. I'm down to just 28, so I definitely don't have enough to do it, but I do need to go ahead and make the roof nice and shiny in here. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful week, and super excited to get planning next week. Make it a great one.